Hello friends, Iceberg out at Dillon Brothers Harley Davidson, and today I'm going to take you through a walkthrough of this 2014 Dyna Fat Bob. The Fat Bob was introduced to the Harley Davidson lineup in 2008. Obviously its first run was the Dyna series. In 2017, when they got rid of the Dynas, the Fat Bob was one of the few that made the cut and made the transition to the Softail Fat Bob. Let's move to the engine on this Dyna Fat Bob, where you have the 103 cubic inch air-cooled V-twin engine. This is going to be a 6-speed transmission, and the final drive on this motorcycle is belt. All right, we're going to move down on the Dyna Fat Bob here and talk about the exhaust system, where you do have the slip-on Vance and Hines. This adds a very nice low throat to the exhaust. Not super outrageously loud, but definitely going to help you be heard out there. These, of course, are on the famous Tommy gun exhaust that Harley's put out. You got the nice slots in the chrome there, kind of exposing that through the heat shields and stuff. Great looking exhaust on there, and with the Vance and Hines complement, you do get a little bit more oomph on that as well, sound-wise. I am going to take the opportunity right now to fire this bike up so you can hear those slip-ons. Alright, as you can hear, those Vance and Hines slip-ons add, as I said, just a kind of a nice low grumble to it. Not outrageously loud. You're not going to irritate all your neighbors when you come home after an evening rip for sure. Let's go ahead and talk about a few of the other upgrades on this motorcycle. Moving up front, where you can see that you have the quick detach windshield on here. This is a nice size windshield, made for a little bit taller rider like myself. I'm 6'1". This is going to really push that air up and over your helmet on there, and being that it just clamps right onto your forks there, very nice, on and off in 2 seconds on that. Let's move back and talk about the handlebars, where you have those slammed down, pulled back to the rider, drag style handlebars. So the seating position on this motorcycle is going to be very upright and with your arms low, that really give you that extra handling when you want to push into corners and really kind of pull this thing around. I like the handlebar setup on this motorcycle very much. Let's move to the gas tank, where you have the 5-gallon gas tank on here, averaging around 38 to 42 miles per gallon. Once again, that's how you ride your motorcycle. If you're constantly wringing the throttle's neck, no, you are not going to get 42 miles to the gallon. But if you are just kind of putting around town and cruising, yes, you could get up to 42 miles to the gallon. Put it to the test. Ride it easy one day. Watch that fuel economy. Let's go ahead and move back down, talk about a few of the other upgrades, where you have the all blacked out engine guard with the highway pegs on there as well. So when you really want to stretch out on this motorcycle, you are able to do so. And then of course, your already seating position, you have the standard forward controls on here, which is going to give you a little bit more room as it is. But those addition of the highway pegs, you can really stretch out on this bike. Speaking of stretching out and taking the longer interstate rides, let's go ahead and move to the center of the bike, where you are going to spend all of your time. You do have the stock 2-up Harley Davidson seat that came on the Fat Bob here. This is a very nice, comfortable seat, a good looking seat as well. I like the little stitching that runs around the sides, and you have a little bit of that perforation in the seat itself, with just a touch of lower back support on there as well. And then, as I said, 2-up ready with the passenger pad. And then on the rear here, you have a very nice upgrade for your passenger. You have the very large quick detach backrest on here. This is going to be extremely comfortable for your passenger. And you do also have the addition of the chrome luggage rack on here as well. So you're going to be able to throw a backpack on there and bungee cord that up. Speaking of storage, as you can see, you do have the addition of the leather saddlebags on here as well. Just note, these are not locking saddlebags. So this is not something that you want to load a bunch of stuff in and then necessarily walk away from your bike for a couple hours. These bags do not lock, but they are perfect for those afternoon rides where maybe you just want to take your jacket off, or maybe you move to a state without a helmet law and want to remove your helmet. You can throw that in the bags here while you're riding. Definitely a nice addition for storage. As this Fat Bob sits on our floor, it has 24,928 miles. This bike has gone fully through our service shop and needs absolutely nothing except a two-wheel enthusiast to take it down the road. And if you are local in Omaha, Nebraska, would like to see this beautiful motorcycle up close and in person, please stop out at Dylan Brothers Harley Davidson today. Come throw a leg over it, take it out for a test ride. Make sure to talk to any of our sales staff. They are all happy to help you out. And as always, from the entire Dylan Brothers Harley Davidson family, thank you so much for checking out our videos. And always remember, gear up, ride safe. Thanks a lot.
Come on, let's ride. Come on, let's ride. Oh, yeah. Dylan Brothers.